Cleaning my room is usually one of the first steps in feeling better. My environment tends to have an impact on how I feel, and that's usually why I start with my room. Because there are like so many question marks in my life. Like I have no idea what I'm doing out here. I'm just like, I don't know. I'm figuring it out.
I think you ought to know I'm feeling very depressed.
Well, we have something that should take your mind off things.
When I'm productive and like doing the small things that are improving my life, it makes me feel better. I declutter pretty annually because I'm always like trying to have more space. That's how I've been able to stop buying so much, because I simply just don't have the space for it. I've been selling some of my stuff to help declutter, which is nice because then I make money. I am gonna see if I can get any money for these clothes. This is my first time selling to a store. I heard that they usually try to take things that are in season. They ended up taking two things and gave me the option of cash or credit. I took the cash because I don't really need more clothes right now. I do, however, would like to eat some food.
Insists on destruction, yet here, masterpieces are baked to order every day.
I kind of hate grocery shopping, but I get so sad when I have no food at home. So I just try to suck it up and do it. I really need to get ahead of my meal prep. It makes my life so much easier if I have things I can just reheat to eat. I added an egg and some sauteed spinach. Some recipes taste weird reheated, but this one I never mind like eating the leftovers. I'm like, ooh. If I don't like the leftovers, I'm like, what's the point of making it? This recipe is so easy and cheap to make, and it just shows like sometimes simple is the way to go. Because I made some more complex things and they just didn't come out as good. I really need to catch up on my sewing. I've fallen behind, and it also makes me feel better when I do it. I think just having something to do with my hands, distracting me, really helps lower my screen time, so maybe that's why I feel better when I do it too. This table was one of the best things I bought in 2024. Before, it was a pain in the ass to sew. Like I had to do everything on the floor, it was hurting my back. Whatever I can do to make my life and my work easier for myself, I'm gonna do it. I've always been that kind of person. If like I didn't like my workstation, it would be harder for me to work. I've been sewing so much more now. This was my first try at making pockets, but they came out too small. The waistband was also way too big. I'm glad that this was just practice. I love the fabric of this one, and the waistband fits me much better. I didn't add pockets though, because I was pretty frustrated. The only thing I dislike about these pants is kind of uncomfortable when I sit down. Like it gets really tight around my legs. The next pair I made is much more comfortable. I did edit the pockets to be more spacious. That's the best part of sewing, is knowing how to add pockets to things. This is probably my favorite version. I just wanted more comfortable things to wear at home. I also did make some baskets. This is how it looks with stuff in it. This is like one of my favorite things I ever made. Really nice texture too. It's like very, very soft. And I love the lining. It's so handy to like be able to sew boxes. I like organizing things just because it makes my life easier. Less of a headache to get things done. Yoga is the only kind of exercise I don't mind doing every day. I can actually touch my forehead to my leg now. Like I used to like be up here and now I can go further. I couldn't touch my toes in the past either. It really relaxes me. So it's nice to see like one part of my life where I can visibly see growth. When all else fails, exercise comes to the rescue. I've reached the extent of my productivity. I find it kind of dwindling now. When I go too hard in that direction, there's another part of me that's just like, I'm sick of this shit. I don't want to do this anymore. And that's when I start procrastinating. I like see my work and I ignore it. I just like want to go on my phone because you're not letting me have fun. I'm like, okay, we're gonna have fun. We're not gonna work. We're gonna like throw that to the side right now because you're not doing it anyway. You're wasting time in an enjoyable way that makes me excited about life instead of hating life.
That's correct, Wendy. We all wear masks, metaphorically speaking.
I don't have an exact formula for how to feel better, but I do use productivity as a crutch, which may be not healthy, but in terms of coping mechanisms, I think it's pretty handy. Instead of wallowing in despair, I don't mind wallowing, but I just try to kind of cut it off after a while. I've learned from past experience, the longer you stay down, the harder it is to get back up.
That's called pain. Get used to it. I won't enjoy it.
Yeah, well, that's life.
The show must go on.
Focusing on the basics helps you focus more on now, as opposed to all this existential dread of where's my life going? And being like, okay, at least I got these things down already in my life. I will eventually figure it out. It gives you that forward momentum that you know you are capable and you get shit done. I love that feeling. I used to stay down longer in the past, but now I think I'm better at getting back up. But yeah, anyway, until next time, I'll see you. Bye.